Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine Anaya, and welcome to Conversations with Catherine. I am joined today by two very lovely ladies, Karen Fulbright and Karen Clough. They are best friends and co-owners of Kids Discovery Club, affectionately known as the Karens. Nice to see you, ladies.
Hi, Catherine.
Hello.
Thanks for having
Well,
us.
well, thank you very much. So Kids Discovery Club is a Christian preschool that you ladies have run for 32 years. Congratulations on such success.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's hard for us to believe it's gone that long.
Or that we're that old, but
Well, kudos to you because you've obviously been doing something right. And 32 years later, you've recently decided to close the school. I would imagine that was a very emotionally difficult decision for you to make. Was it?
yes.
It really was. It really was. Although as you get older, everybody always is saying, "Are you still doing that? Are you still doing that?" And we just loved what we were doing. We knew at some point there has to be an end to everything, right? But we didn't really want it to end at all. These little guys that have crossed our doors just grow us, and it's just hard to close the chapter on that.
And we were
Well, as they say, timing is everything, right?
right.
Yes.
We left on spring break and then we never went back. And so the closing was a little hard.
Not the way we would have wanted, but
No.
then that is true for so many people today, right?
Right.
So when you say you closed at spring break, that was because of COVID, correct?
We actually closed because it was spring break. And
okay.
So it was just, bye guys, we'll see you in 2 weeks. We finished out the first week of March. So I think March 6th is a Friday. Anyway, that was us saying goodbye, we'll see you in 2 weeks. And that is literally when everything tumbled down and schools were being shut down. So then we were having to just inform parents pretty much week by week, we're still not coming back. We're still not coming back. We still don't know what we're doing, kind of a thing. So not, as all teachers have said, I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. I didn't get a chance to get that last hug with the little guys, but our teachers rallied and did amazing little at-home packets and
Zoom meetings,
show and tell on Zoom, and all of that, just to feel like the students could close the school year out.
Yeah, they did great.
Well, you're transitioning very well to online, I should mention. But before we get into that, I do want to ask your opinion because, we've been hearing a lot from parents about how difficult it's been, since we went into this pandemic, having to become teachers while they're working from home and all of the other duties that they have to juggle. What's been your sort of thought process on what's been happening and kind of that evolution of the distant learning and where we are today, not knowing, some areas are going to continue having it, some in some other form. It's just kind of fluid right now.
Very fluid.
Both of us have should I say it, we both have 10 grandchildren. I have 10, she has 10, and we're just watching our own children trying to figure out how to do this online thing, just like all the parents. And I find that it's hard for those that have special needs, and a parent can't take care of all those needs as well as perhaps the other children that they have within the home. The kids just want to be back. They want to see their friends. But there is that desire as a parent to want to keep your child safe, to not send them anywhere where they would be in danger. It's so hard. And you love your kids so much. You are their protector. So you're just, what is the right decision? What should I be doing?
What's best for
And
them.
I don't think anybody really has that answer.
No.
Well, you've both been educators for a very long time. Both have taught in the public school system. And, when you look at kids this age, preschool age, what kind of an impact does this have on them when they are having to distance learn and they're not having that interaction with teachers and their classmates? What do you see that kind of effect having on them short term and long term?
we noticed with with our own sons, when we first started our school, we were actually starting it in our homes, and my son would not listen to me when I would try to teach him, and Karen's son would not listen to her, and we sent them off to each other's houses. Children behave sometimes differently for their parents than they do a teacher. And that's a good thing. It's like them learning to respect other authorities besides mom and dad. That is a very important step. And so now they're back to it's just mom. Well, mom, I don't want to listen to you right now, or I don't want to do that. You know, they'll put up a fuss for parents where they wouldn't do it for the teacher. At least they knew they weren't going to get away with it. So
this is so true.
And you know, there's a whole child, especially with these little guys. And we can get them at home learning all those academics and how to cut with scissors and get the glue bottle used correctly. They need to socialize. It is critical. Pretend play is critical. Children develop where they play side by side but not together. That is what a 2-year-old will do. You'll see them together doing that. You're thinking, aren't they playing nice? But they're not together. They're not saying, you be the mommy, I'll be this, and you be the vet, or whatever. That is a developmental step. If you don't have another child that you're mingling with, how do you get that creative time developed in them?
Well, it's such a challenging time, and I love the way you have decided to pivot. Since you're not going to have the school open, you've decided, well, let's have the school online, and you've developed this 2-year curriculum for parents to teach their kids at home during this situation, however long it may last for each family. So walk me through what that 2-year curriculum looks like.
Well, it's something that we've developed over the last 30 plus years. And so there's different themes all those 18 months. And then we also introduce academics, shapes, colors, letters within those categories. So we have that specifically for online. We used to hold teachers meetings where we would give our teachers everything that they needed to teach the lessons for the month. So it's almost as if we're giving them what we would give our teachers. So they're going to get lesson plans, they're going to get worksheets, they're going to get a workbook.
We'll give them the tips on how to do this.
Yes.
How do I teach this? How do I introduce a new scripture memory verse? How do I have them learn to hold scissors? There's all kinds of tips that we are going to supply for the parents to let them know this pencil grip is perfectly normal at 3 to do a 5-finger pencil grip, but you do want them to eventually move to the tripod grip, as they call it. But we want to allow them to have the ability to have a typical day of preschool, but we also want them to realize, hey, you're the boss now. So if you want to spread our curriculum out and take as long as you like, maybe we only want to paint a strawberry today, maybe we only want to read the book and have a snack on the next day. They've got all the curriculum, they can use it at their discretion. But we do have literally a flow of starting with this and moving to this and moving to this. We have found throughout the years that children thrive on routine.
Yes.
So every day looks the same, but there's always different art, different thematic unit, different academic being presented, but it all presents the same way. Then children feel really comfortable. I know what to expect. I know what's coming next. So we've set it up like you just stepped into our classroom.
Well, it becomes a very valuable resource, especially now. What advice would you give to parents who might be feeling that sense of, being overwhelmed at what's coming, maybe what they already endured back in the spring, conflicted about whether to send their kids to school? I mean, there are so many emotions going on right now. What's your best advice for parents in dealing with all of this right now?
Don't you feel if you're a parent and you brought home that little one, you wish there was a rule book, a little book that told me what to do next.
Yes.
And
I remember those days.
And it's scary, and you're like, I don't know how to do this. And we are Christians, and we do know that God directs our steps, and He will fill in and give you wisdom when you ask for it. But the bottom line that I've learned in raising my own children and being around all these preschoolers is you can't go wrong with just loving them. Just love on them, enjoy them, and don't be stressed. Like, the answers will come. And if you tried something and it didn't work, okay, it's not a big deal. Throw that out the window and try a different way. You're not going to be criticized for that. So even some of our helpful hints in our lesson plans is just to remind parents, have fun. If your attitude is one of excitement and fun and pretending, like we're developing a space unit right now and we're telling the mom, you need to climb in the spaceship too, and you need to blast off. If you're having fun, the kids are going to have fun.
Absolutely.
So in this crazy time, we used to have parents that always wanted to know, I don't know whether I should send them to private school, and I don't know whether I should do this, and I don't know whether I should do that. And it's just like, just go for it. What's your heart telling you? Just go for it. If you decide 2 weeks in, you don't like what you're doing, you could always take your child out and go somewhere else. And that's exactly what this is. Don't get so stressed about it.
Yeah. Yes, I think as parents, it doesn't matter how old our kids are, we do stress and worry a lot about every little thing. It's just what we do, as you know. So tell me a little bit about the curriculum then. Can any parent join in at any time? And I would presume they go to the website and then follow the instructions from there, correct?
Correct, yeah. Yes. So right now, our first curriculum month is World of Colors, and it's free. So you can go onto our website, you just sign up, and a link is sent to you. And when you download that link, you have a monthly overview of the month. You have all the art samples and patterns. You have workbooks, worksheets, the lesson plans. All of that is immediately downloaded to your computer. And that's the way it'll work every month. But then the next month, there is a $25 charge. So you would do the exact same process, you'd sign, only, of course, by then you will be putting in some billing information, but again, send the link, get it downloaded, and get going. Now, we do know that some people, like some of our people have started this first week of August with our World of Colors, and they might be going, well, what am I going to do? I didn't even know about this, and here it is, September, what should I do? And we've talked about that. It's never too late. If you want to start school now, start school now. If you want to wait, some of our parents have said, I want to wait because I have online learners and I need to get their desks ready and get them going. Then I'll take care of my preschooler. And it's like, that's fine. This is your school now. So you do it when you want and your way. But the material will be waiting for you to use.
Well, I love it because, of course, you have the academics, but you also, incorporate creativity and exploration in your curriculum, which I think is awesome. I'm the parent of 2 former preschoolers. They're no longer that age, but I remember those days very well. So congratulations and thank you for doing this, for pivoting in this way and being able to help so many families.
We're excited to see where it's going to go. Over 30 years ago, we approached someone to help us figure out how to do bookkeeping and that kind of stuff. We felt led that we were supposed to start a school. He kind of said, how much money do you have to get this going? And between us, it was very small. And he was like, that's not going to work. Ladies, it's just not going to work. And look,
he wanted to know our business plan.
Business plan, which I think we had sketched something out on a napkin. But if I want you to do something, the rest of it's up to him. We just need to step out in faith and do the best to our abilities. And that's why school's been going. We're just trying to honor him in that. We really feel led that he is telling us, share what you have for other people. And Do we know what we're doing? Honestly, our poor kids, it's good that they grow up because they're the ones that are saying, all right, Mom, here's how you do a Spotify list.
Oh,
Okay,
yes. Don't I know?
Here's how you make a wish list on Amazon. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
How do you think I learned Zoom?
That's right. That's right.
So we really feel led to do this now. And it's up to God to take care of the rest. We'll just be obedient and do the footsteps behind it.
Right.
So absolutely.
Well, bless you, ladies. The website is kidsdiscoveryclub.com, and that's where parents need to go to find out more information and get this curriculum and help their little ones flourish and succeed and not feel so overwhelmed.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thanks, Catherine.
Thanks, Karen. Good to see you.
Good to
See
see
ya.
you.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much for watching Conversations with Catherine. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment while you're here. I'll see you next time.